Greetings, welcome back to Bioshock. We are Swordplay. I am Evie, and I'm stupid.
I am Ronan, and still the worst.
And also stupid.
How dare you?
Oh,
Is this a boss fight? Did I just... This is
yeah,
horse
she
shit.
nasty. Holy hell. Queen, just leaping all over the place with her hook hands. Oh, she's throwing her hook hands at you.
That's what they do.
Oh, this is not good. Oh yeah, he sends a bot to help you. I believe.
Did she leave? Oh, okay. All right, that ended.
Bye, ho.
I was just really confused because it just like she came out of nowhere. Everything went wild.
And then you kept shooting her and it did nothing.
Yeah. That was too tough for ya.
Oh, sweet.
Thanks.
Yes, I remember doing this quest.
I do not.
Yeah, you have to go find the camera. I think it's in one of the party rooms where people have been partying.
Party.
Party. And then yeah, you got to take pictures of the splicers so that you can do research on them.
That's cool. I just killed a bunch of them.
My throat hurts. I've been eating too much chocolate.
Are you really into chocolate?
I love chocolate.
Chocolate.
I remember when they first invented chocolate. I always hated it. And that would be our first SpongeBob reference for this episode. We played a D&D game last night, and it's like we cannot get through a D&D game without at least 3 SpongeBob references.
Apparently, that is the case. I don't really notice because I'm too busy panicking because my brain is going, hey, remember all that stuff we planned?
Let's not do that anymore.
Let's not do any of it.
Oh my god, it was so funny. You had something completely different planned for the game. And then you just decided, nope, I'm not going to do that anymore.
It wasn't even you guys.
No, it was you. Usually it's us. Usually we start doing one thing and then we're like, I don't want to do that anymore. Let's instead do this.
Yeah, and that's what I've gotten used to. And then my brain was just like, we're going to do the reverse card here.
Yeah.
We're playing Uno reverse where you're going to completely destroy what you planned instead of letting them do it.
Yeah. But I mean, you can still use that later because we're probably going to end up doing that anyway.
Well, yeah, but it's, it's when you put yourself in that own panic position that you are just, you're like,
here.
why did I do that? What was even the point?
Because you just had a better idea on the fly. And honestly, that's usually what ends up making better content and more fun. Like, the stuff you planned, yeah, can sometimes be interesting, but sometimes what you do on the fly is just better because you're not overthinking it.
But just 100% on the fly. All of it.
Yeah,
When
we ended the game, you ended up being like, all right, well, this will give me time to figure out what the hell I'm going to have you do next.
Yes. Because
Yeah.
I didn't just set up, from my perspective, it's like I didn't just set up for you to do another trial. So, I mean, kind of like the whole breakdown is they are trying to save their friend who has some sort of magical sickness. Great, cool, magically sick. And because of that, they're basically working with this other group.
And we're trying to infiltrate basically like a cult.
Yeah, like a cult. And they're going through this trial process
where we're fake recruits for the cult.
Yeah. So they have to go through these trials to get into the cult. But then they have to figure out who is actually the person who caused the sickness.
They think it was an inside job, basically.
Yeah. So that's the part that I have to also consider and think of is not only this third trial, but I also have to figure out who actually did it.
Yeah.
And be like, okay, how do I put this all together so that it's a cohesive, interesting mystery?
Yes.
And not just and you figured it out, or you'll never find out and they die.
Yeah.
I mean, that could still happen.
I really hope it doesn't. That would be a big waste of time.
The only waste of time is if you do it wrong.
Yeah, exactly, which is what, trying to do it right. My character only takes sexual risks. She's very she's very well thought out and coordinated when it comes to, what actually matters, but when it comes to, fun and thrill seeking, she's like, "Nah, just do it."
Just do it.
She did not have a good time lava boarding though. I don't
Not
mean to
good.
alienate anyone listening to this who does not play D&D. If you don't play D&D, you should. It's very fun.
It's not just an. It's not just
A nerd
a
thing,
nerd thing,
a
but
nerdy magic thing.
I think at this point, like if people have not like become aware of D&D or anything like that, I I
They
don't
might not
know.
even be watching like videos like
Yeah,
this.
I mean, you're not even watching. You're watching like Joe Rogan or something like that.
Ew. I,
'Cause
I don't hate Joe Rogan. He's a good example of someone who's like a true centrist.
yeah,
Like he asks genuine questions, and I think that his interviews are actually good, but I really wish he wouldn't give platforms to people like Alex Jones.
all you gotta do,
But it's entertaining for some people, but I don't love his transphobia, and he's also kind of he's got some problematic views when it comes to mental illness. Like he's one of those people who thinks that mental illness can be cured by exercising, and I'm like, "No, sir." I mean, exercise absolutely can improve mental
Ugh.
illness, especially depression, but it's the act of actually getting up and exercising because your brain is doing a thing to you that says you don't deserve to feel better. So why would I bother exercising? Why would I bother changing these things about myself when it's just all going to be terrible? It's never going to get better. So, breaking out of that mindset, if, people who have mental illnesses like depression, uh can attest to the fact that it is so hard. It's like leaving an abusive relationship. It seems really easy to people who are on the outside of it and have never experienced it. But once you've experienced it and you have that, your brain doing that to you, it is so much harder. It's it's like fighting a fucking kraken.
a kraken.
Except the kraken is your own brain working against you.
Excuse you.
Oh, hello. Rude turret.
Ugh!
Okay. Go to it. I believe in you.
This is what I get for putting this fucking game on hard.
Yeah, it is.
I hate it. I
You
hate
deserve,
it here. I
but
hate
you also
everything.
deserve every horrible thing that's ever happened to you.
You know
So,
what? You're not wrong, but also shh.
shh, shh.
Shh.
Don't tell them that.
Don't you tell people.
Your goo is moving a lot slower, and there's fewer traps. So it appears that that plasmid is working.
Yeah, that plasmid has really made the change in
Or
my life.
is it a plasmid or is it
A tonic.
a tonic?
It's a
Yeah,
tonic.
yeah. Those tonics are super useful. This thing looks straight up like a fucking a tennis ball server.
I mean, it is,
Yeah,
but they just put bombs in it instead. It's like a pitching machine.
yeah. But yeah, it's got grenades in it.
Oh, you're right. There are different types of daddies here.
Yeah.
I keep wanting to say GoDaddy, but that's because I've been working on a lot.
GoDaddy.
I've been working on a lot of website stuff, so I just constantly
For
like
your job or for this?
for my job,
Yeah.
and I just like it's been like go like oh we need this for GoDaddy or we need to do this on GoDaddy. I need this kind of information, and
Yeah.
it is just jammed in there. So I was just like, oh look, it's a different type of GoDaddy. Stupid.
I I just remember like those stupid GoDaddy commercials from like the 2000s. They were just like you couldn't tell what they were advertising, especially if you were like younger. Because I was, probably like a preteen and a teenager when GoDaddy was being advertised, and I was just like, what the fuck is this advertising? It almost felt weirdly sexual because their commercials would be like just like weirdly suggestive in nature, and I'm just like, what are they selling? A website domain names is what they're selling.
Yep.
It's very weird.
they're selling you to allow them to use um or they're selling you web host service is what they're really selling
Yes.
you.
Oh, whoops.
Yeah, no,
It's
I had like no health and I was like, nah, I'm gonna fight this thing. And I've made worse choices.
yeah, I mean you got him down kind of a lot with his health, so few more
I'm
shots at him and you could I hate that clown so much. I hate it.
You know what, clown, it's none of your
It's one of the
business.
scariest things about that game is about this game is that fucking clown laugh.
It's just from
It's
a
like it's
vending
a
machine.
completely mirthless.
Oh, shit.
Mirthless $2 word of the day, meaning
Mirthless.
devoid of actual laughter. So mirth means like genuine laughter, happiness, and joy. And a mirthless laugh is like like an evil laugh.
I gotta say, mirth does not sound like a joyous word.
It doesn't.
Is this a different one?
Maybe?
No, I didn't mean to do that.
Oops. Well,
It is a different one.
mistakes were made. Yeah, just run from him. He'll probably get distracted. You need more health.
Yeah, I keep using the health packs up.
Well, you're the one who wanted to play this on hard, dude.
Well, you know what? You didn't stop me, so you're just as culpable.
No, of course not. I want to see you suffer. You should know this by now.
Is it dead? It is!
Hell yeah!
Thank you, machine. Hello, tiny girl. I was kind to you, even though your big daddy is stupid.
Even though you're creepy.
Oh, did I do
No,
the wrong
you
one? No,
just killed her.
I did the harvest.
You just killed her. Jesus Christ, dude.
I clicked the wrong one. Eh.
Well, now you're gonna get a different ending, probably.
I think I have to kill like a significant amount of them
Mm.
versus like if I did one, it's like an accident.
Yeah.
I hit square instead of triangle.
No, you hit triangle instead of square. You're supposed to hit
No, I hit square, which was harvest.
square was
instead of-
harvest and triangle was rescue. And you harvested her instead.
Yes. I just
It's a value. Shut up.
just give me a bunch of these.
Yeah, get as many of those as you can.
Reload.
I haven't been listening to these at all.
I don't think anybody has.
Yeah.
I definitely can't get up there.
Mm. I think there's a tonic you can get eventually that
Gives you distance hacking.
yeah.
It's definitely not right now.
Yep.
It's like, did I miss?
Nothing in these crates that's helpful.
That's worthless. I don't want Jesus. I need bullets.
Jesus is a biscuit. Let him sop you up. It's a joke from RuPaul's Drag Race.
All right, that's fair.
Latrice Royale. You love Latrice.
Yeah, but I've forgotten many things in a very short amount of time.
I mean, especially from the earlier seasons. It was a while ago that you watched those.
Yeah. It's been a lot of time. It's been a while. God, that's been so long.
I watch a lot of RPDR content on YouTube, so it's one of the one of the jokes that comes up often. And I do a lot of discussions with radical Christians. I myself am not a Christian, but radical Christianity is basically this new movement of like actually using Christianity for like its intended purpose of like helping the poor and that kind of stuff. Like there's a lot of people that I have just have discussions with that go out and feed the homeless and stuff like that, which is like truly, if you're a Christian, that is what you should be about, period. But I would, the line in my head is Jesus is a socialist. But instead, since I watch so much RPDR content, the line goes, Jesus is a biscuit.
If Jesus
Let him
is a-
sop you up.
Let him sop you up. Oh,
Oh, ouch.
my own turret. My own turret.
Your own turret did that to you?
Yeah, because I got in the way.
Oh. Yeah, because I think, was he trying to shoot the camera?
Yeah.
I don't know why I gendered it. Was it trying to shoot the camera? It's not even alive.
Stop it. how? I'm like, there's no way those are like homing rockets. That's a bunch of
No. I
garbage.
know this game doesn't have those. Oh, yes. Okay, so don't use that row at all. Oh, yeah, you're gonna have to. Okay, so to get that right turn one, yeah. And then you're gonna need to go